Pretty much every single major part of Black Ops Cold War Zombies was leaked, and then Treyarch came out and confirmed a lot of that information, but there are some discrepancies here, and there's a bunch of stuff that Treyarch did not tell us and is not confirming about Black Ops Cold War Zombies. A bunch of the leaks that we're going to cover here, like the character names, the wonder weapon information, how the dark ether is going to work, were stuff that Treyarch did not talk about. So within this video, I want to go through everything that we have about Black Ops Cold War Zombies. If we can go for 600 likes, that would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops Cold War content. Shout out to the members. Let's get started here. We have some new character names leaked for Die Maschine and potentially the rest of the Black Ops Cold War Zombies storyline. This again was leaked and Treyarch did not confirm it in their blog post, but it's Dmitriev, Orlov, Vogel, Valen, and Dr. William Peck. Obviously, a bunch of Russian scientists or something that are part of one of the groups on Die Maschine. It's going to be interesting to see, are these going to be the characters that the storyline is revolving around? Because the storyline has a lot of different moving parts, and now that we don't have a set main cast necessarily for the zombies maps, obviously you can use any operator you want in the game. It's going to be weird to see how these characters actually play a role in this map. Can we choose them and they give us important storyline quotes? Will they assist in the storyline and we only hear them in radios and see them in cutscenes? That's going to be very interesting to see. And obviously Weaver, Steiner, a bunch of those other guys will play a major role into this storyline as well. Now, the perks for Black Ops Cold War Zombies we talked about, they have been confirmed to be Juggernog, which increases your maximum health by 50, Quick Revive, which reduces the time it takes to regen to full health by 50%, and also reduces the time it takes to revive an ally by 50%, Speed Cola, which increases your reload speed by 15%. Stamina Up increases run and sprint speed. Deadshot Daiquiri, aiming down sights, moves to enemy critical location. Remove scope sway. Then finally, Elemental Pop. Every bullet has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. It also looks like Double Tap will not be a perk and most likely implemented into the Pack-a-Punch system like it was in Black Ops 4. And they give us some more information on what Elemental Pop is. If you get Elemental Pop and you have the perk, you'll always have a slight chance to get a random base ammo mod. So you could be shooting and you'll randomly get Deadwire, or one of the new ammo mods in the game that we're going to be talking about very soon. So that's definitely a really cool perk. Now let's talk about how to upgrade. So you earn raw Ethereum crystals by reaching milestone rounds within the game or through successful exfiltration. So you can get to round 10, get some Ethereum crystals, you get to round 20, get even more, or you can exfil at round 20 and get a certain amount of Ethereum crystals. And with these crystals, you can upgrade your skills related to field upgrades, ammo mods, and weapon classes, and perks as well. So for example, here are the upgrade tiers for Elemental Pop. Tier 1, equipment damage, also has a small chance to apply a random base ammo mod effect. Tier 2, reduce ammo mod cooldowns by 20%. And Tier 3, when a random ammo mod is applied, it uses your current skill tier instead of the base. For anything you're upgrading in this game, it will have 3 tiers and it'll get progressively better. And again, you're getting these Ethereum crystals by getting to certain rounds, getting to high rounds, or exfilling through the game to get more crystals to upgrade all of your different stuff. And they're also saying here that we'll be introducing more perks through DLC. So this DLC for Black Ops Cold War will probably add new perks, new weapons, maybe even new ammo mods, new field upgrades. They're definitely going to support the game and add a lot of this content. Now let's talk about the ammo mods for this game. Now this is something that was leaked and Treyarch did not confirm, so definitely keep in mind things may change here. But the ammo mods for this game are as follows: Cryo Freeze, which is frost damage and slows enemies; Deadwire, which is electric damage and stuns enemies; Napalm Blast, which is fire damage and burns enemies; and finally, Brain Rot, which turns a zombie to an ally. And also when pack punching, you actually have the ability to choose exactly what ammo mod you want. No more RNG to get what you want. So that's actually really sick there. And again, if that is actually true in the final build of Black Ops Cold War Zombies, that's pretty sick. Those are cool ammo mods, and I'm definitely excited for that portion of the game here. Now, Treyarch confirms a bunch of the weapon rarities in this game. We have 5 tiers of rarity: common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. So each tier increases the damage done by those weapons. We'll also determine how many randomized attachments will come along for the fight. So for example, an uncommon weapon will feature around a 50% damage boost over its common/loadout version and comes with just 2 attachments, while the legendary version of that same weapon has roughly 300% more damage and comes stacked with 8 attachments. So this is very interesting here. It also says that as you spin the mystery box and as you get to higher rounds, it increases the odds of you getting higher rarity weapons, which kind of makes sense because if you're hitting the box on round 50, you are less likely to get an uncommon weapon when you really need a legendary or just higher tier weapon at that point in the game. It's also cool because they're incentivizing you to continue to hit the mystery box. So at the beginning of the game, in the first 10 rounds, you pretty much have a lot less likely of a chance to get a legendary weapon, and as you continue in the game, those chances increase. So it's not going to be like you hit the box, you get the best gun in the game, and you don't hit the box ever again. It's going to be like you get an uncommon or common weapon at the beginning, and then you want to hit the box again to try to get the higher rarities throughout the game. And the odds of getting those higher rarities will continue to increase throughout the rounds. So a really cool system there, and it really gets us to, continuing to grind, continuing to get better weapons in the game. I wonder if this is going to be directed at the wonder weapon as well. If the wonder weapon is going to be a thing where you get it and it's super powerful and that's it, I wonder if they're going to have different rarities or different levels to the wonder weapon. Not that we're going to get it from the box, and we're most likely going to have to build it or through some quest, but it would be cool to see if they go in that direction. Let's actually talk a little bit about the wonder weapon here. So Treyarch does not confirm this. This is actually some leaked information. It's the DIE. It's one of the main wonder weapons on the map, similar to the Kraken from Black Ops 4. And you can change the ammo type. So the 4 ammo types of the DIE wonder weapon are Nitro Stream, Particle Beam, Plasma Ball, and Gas Cloud. Another wonder weapon also exists in the code called Ray Rifle, but we're not so sure exactly what that is. To me, it sounds like some sort of ray gun Mark IV potentially. That would be pretty cool to see, but that is the main wonder weapon, the DIE in the game. And again, that's not confirmed, but most likely the wonder weapon that you see in the thumbnail of this video, the jet gun looking thing that we saw in the trailer, that's going to be the main wonder weapon in the game. The name might end up being different, but pretty much this is the wonder weapon that we're getting. Some more stuff here that Treyarch has not talked about, some leaked information. There's no Gobblegum and Elixir system. So in the code, at least in the beta and alpha files of Black Ops Cold War, microtransactions, Gobblegums, Elixir, none of that was found in the game. The only thing that we have in some sort of sense is the Battle Pass and the store. So Ethereum, now that we know Ethereum is just directed towards upgrading your in-game abilities, at least as of now, Ethereum is just directly gained or earned from playing the game. You can't buy Ethereum. Now, they may change that later on, but as of now, it's just not in the game, and that's definitely a good thing here. The Battle Pass system is good because it's all cosmetic and it's all optional. So if you want to upgrade your stuff in the game, you have to play the game. You have to get to higher rounds to do it, and everything else, skins, operator stuff, it's all optional, all cosmetic. So really cool there. Now something very interesting, which also has been leaked, not confirmed by Treyarch, the Dark Aether. Now the Dark Aether is obviously corrupting Black Ops Cold War, directly corrupting Die Maschine. And you can see the Dark Aether orbs in the reveal trailer of Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Pretty much the Dark Aether is accessible through the orb in the main room. That's the giant glowing purple orb in the trailer. You can stay there for a limited amount of time. Inside the Dark Aether, there are pieces for the Pack Punch, which you can bring back to build. The Dark Aether orb will also move around the map. There are also small Dark Aether crystals which contain drops that you can get. So Die Maschine and most likely the rest of the Black Ops Cold War zombie maps will have some sort of way to get into the Dark Aether, and we'll probably go into the Dark Aether for a bunch of the Easter eggs as well. a bunch of the Easter egg steps potentially we'll have to access, go into the Dark Aether, complete some different tasks. Now, this is just a theory. This is not leaked information, so I'm not spoiling anything, but maybe at the end of Die Maschine, you have to use and go into the Dark Aether to actually do the final boss battle for this map. I could definitely see the boss battle being in the Dark Aether. Again, no information on that, but I feel like that's a pretty good possibility, a pretty good theory there for something like that to happen. Now we have zombie field upgrades in the game. We have the Frost Blast, which creates a frigid blast of wind that deals frost damage and slows enemies caught inside of it. Slowed enemies take additional damage. We have Healing Aura, summon beams of energy down on yourself and allies to instantly heal the full health. We have Energy Mine, create a mine of pure energy that detonates on proximity of enemies, dealing explosive damage. Ring of Fire, create a ring of ethereal fire that boosts damage for you and allies. Normal enemies who enter gain a burning effect that deals fire damage, lasts for 15 seconds. And finally, Aether Shroud, pass into the Dark Aether for 5 seconds, becoming hidden from enemy detection. They also confirm here that a bunch of these abilities actually derive from past Gobblegum, Elixir, and non-passive zombie perk abilities that we saw back, especially in Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 had Gobblegums that did a ton of different stuff. They're bringing some of that here into Field Upgrades, and Black Ops 4 had like 12 different perks. Some of those perk abilities are now thrown into the Field Upgrades this time around. Right when you spawn into the game, you will have one of these field upgrades unlocked in your custom loadout and ready to charge up, and you'll slowly be charging these up as the game continues. I hope they're not too overpowered, because Black Ops 4, when you did have your field upgrade, it kind of was OP, and you would always have that. It would charge very quickly. We'll see how it works in this game. They sound cool. I definitely like that they have them. I just hope it's not too much of a crutch in the actual game. Treyarch also confirms what we talked about in the leaks for armor and salvage. So armor replaces the shield and provides a 360-degree layer of protection from the armies of the undead. Armor can be found as a rare drop from enemies or purchased using salvage. When worn, it will mitigate a portion of incoming damage. Every hit will still deal damage, but its durability is limited. Although armor is partially repaired by picking up the occasional armor shroud dropped from certain enemies, it's a finite resource, and you'll find yourself vulnerable again once you run out of salvage to repair it. You can also fully repair armor by picking up a Carpenter power-up, so that's cool. It makes Carpenters actually kind of useful this time around, and they're also kind of confirming that armor isn't like this normal common thing. It's a finite resource. It's hard to get, and sometimes you run out of armor, and you really need to get more salvage or enough salvage to make sure you get some more armor back. Armor can also be upgraded to additional levels, increasing its damage mitigation and durability. You're going to need it as the rounds progress because zombies grow stronger every round. Remember, when paired with an upgraded Juggernaut perk, no amount of armor can save you if you find yourself overrun, especially as rounds get higher and the challenge increases. Now, the leaks here are saying that you can also use salvage to craft a bunch of different items, including lethals like frag, Semtex, C4, Molotov, tacticals. You can actually craft monkey bombs using salvage as well. These again are from the leak, so we're not so sure if this is confirmed or if salvage is only for armor, but I could definitely see salvage being something else that you use to actually craft a bunch of different stuff. The leaks also give us a little more insight as to potentially how armor is going to work. You can have 3 armor plates at once. Armor can be upgraded 3 times, and Jug has a theoretical 10 hits from a zombie when fully upgraded with armor. So if you have 3 plates of armor, maxed out armor, and also your fully upgraded Juggernaut perk, you could take 10 hits from a zombie and still not die, which is pretty good there. Now we have some more information on a bunch of these score streaks in the game. So in the support selection, you will be able to choose Combat Bow, Sentry Turret, War Machine, Chopper Gunner, and Self Revive. And you can also get some of these from the mystery box as well. It also says here that, let's say, for example, you take the Chopper Gunner out of the box, or you use the Chopper Gunner and you go up into the Chopper Gunner. How are you not going to die? Pretty much, when you're using any of these score streaks, you're temporarily immune to damage and ignored by zombies when they're deployed. So I could definitely see this being very interesting, where you're about to get into a sticky situation, you're about to be trapped by zombies, and you're gonna die, and you pull out a sentry turret, and you place it down, you're good. you're immune to zombies, you can kill those zombies, especially the chopper gunner, for instance. Especially the chopper gunner, you can take the chopper gunner, go up into the sky, kill all of the zombies that are surrounding your character, come back down in 20 seconds, let's say, when the chopper gunner is done, and you're good, and you're alive. So again, I don't want that to be OP. Hopefully it's very difficult to get these kill streaks, but it's definitely a very useful thing if you do in fact have them in your inventory. It's like having an overpowered gobble gum that you hold throughout the game, and one instance in the game, it'll potentially save your life and save your entire game. They also give us information about looting and crafting. So in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, every zombie has a small chance of dropping resources, including salvage, armor, lethal, tactical equipment. The tougher the enemy, the better the loot. And as you unlock equipment and score streaks throughout standard player progression, the content will also become available at the crafting table in-game and can be crafted using resources. Rarity is also assigned to loot based on its effectiveness. So a frag grenade is considered uncommon, whereas a symbol monkey is considered rare. Now some stuff here in optional exfil. Why die if you don't have to? With the new option to exfil from the map when your squad can't last much longer, you can roll the dice and try to survive long enough to escape with some extra rewards, but it won't be easy. Starting at round 10 and every 5 rounds after, you'll have an option to use a radio in the starting area of the map to call in exfil. In a co-op game, a majority of the players must vote to initiate exfiltration. Once triggered, the normal round will end, and you'll be given a new objective to reach the exfil site within a specific time limit. At this point, zombies will begin to flood the area in a last-ditch effort to stop your squad in its tracks. Once you reach the site, a helicopter will fly in and hover above until the zone is cleared before it can land. If you manage to make it onto the chopper, you'll escape with some bonus XP and the chance to earn raw Ethereum crystals. Risk versus reward. So it looks like if you decide to exfil, especially at a later round, if you complete it, you will get a pretty solid reward. It's definitely something that anyone should do instead of just dying, or especially instead of just ending the game. We're probably never going to actually end the game in this zombies game. We're always going to go for the exfil. And if you get to a point where you kind of know you're going to die, or if you're going for a round 50 run and you just want to stop playing zombies, you want to just secure the round 50, you can go for that exfil potentially, and that would be a really sick thing to get an extra added bonus and raw Ethereum crystals to upgrade your perks, field upgrades, and all that different stuff. We also have the ping system coming to zombies. This will function the same way it does in Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, activated by pressing D-pad left on controllers and Z on keyboards by default. Whether you're marking the next door you need a friend to open, pointing out the pack punch machine to a first timer, or pinging the latest location of the mystery box for your squad, we think this feature brings a huge quality of life improvement to Black Ops Zombies players. Pretty cool there. Again, it's not a game breaker, but it's literally what they say: quality of life improvement. It just improves the overall nature of the game. Pinging's definitely certain Easter egg locations as well, things you want players to do. And even if you're in a party and you're talking to people, having the ping system is just a little added benefit to help people point out where exactly they need to go next. And maybe it'll serve as kind of like a Voltrade type of perk, where Voltrade kind of had the perk icons up on the map on your screen at all times. And maybe the ping system has the same sort of effect, where if you ping Juggernog, the Juggernog icon will kind of pop up on the map and you could see it through any location, and it'll just show up on your screen, and you'll kind of always know where Juggernog is if it's pinged or when someone pings it. Treyarch also clarifies what they're doing with loadouts for this game. So pretty much if you want to start off with a 1911 pistol at the beginning of the game, you could do it. You can only bring a single weapon and a field upgrade with your zombies loadout. That single weapon will have its attachments and cosmetics, but it will be the lowest rarity available, common. That means your starting weapon won't be very effective at killing zombies after a handful of early rounds, and you still need to get out there to find other weapons quickly. So a lot of people were saying that, oh, if you start off with an AR, it's going to be too easy, but it's going to be the lowest rarity of an assault rifle, and soon enough, probably rounds 5 or 6, I have to guess, that common AR is not going to play well. It's going to suck, and at that point, you're going to have to start upgrading your weapons and get other weapons from the box, and it's really not going to give you that much of an advantage unless you struggle with surviving for the first 5 rounds of a zombies game. Maybe then you can use that, but after that, you're going to have to go for other weapons, and the zombies' health will increase, and it will get difficult. So that clears up the air on that, and I think it's a cool little thing there for people who want to start off with different weapons at the beginning of their game. That's pretty much here for this big video. Everything we know about Black Ops Cold War Zombies. I do want to go through a separate video talking about the potential maps for this game. There's a lot of different maps, launch maps, DLC maps that we may be seeing, but that really isn't about the actual gameplay features, what we're seeing at launch. That's a lot of other leaks and theories that we'll save, again, for a separate video. This one here, pretty much all the gameplay features of Black Ops Cold War Zombies. D Machina specifically, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys actually watched this whole video, that's kind of crazy. I'm at 19 minutes now, 18 minutes or so. Seriously, leave a comment below, zombies. If you watched the whole video, you're insane. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really do appreciate it. We're going to be grinding for Black Ops Cold War, so get ready, guys. It's going to be fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.